Hola amigos, soy Jorge, saco el gallo atrás. Quiero mandar un saludo para mis amigos de Contra las Cuerdas. Échenle muchas ganas. Un abrazo.
Against the Ropes podcast.
We had a little poll, right, on our social media, on our Instagram, Against the Ropes _
Yeah, so let me see. So on Instagram, gboxing02, Miss Gloria. Well, I put who's the best of the boxers in this list, in your opinion. She said Marquez and Morales.
Ooh.
Couldn't pick one.
Okay.
Babyface Hernandez said Marquez. Rob Cum 1965 said Canelo. And this man named Christian Mosqueda said who? Juan Manuel Marquez.
Marquez.
Is that right?
I did say that, and I was like, till for now.
Oh.
Just because Canelo still has.
To grill you for it, but.
I mean, and I get why people say Marquez. I think he's the most complete his career here. No.
Hell no.
You think Canelo?
All right. So why do you think Marquez?
For me, I'm just saying Marquez just because.
It's all opinion based.
Yeah, it's all opinion based.
Why.
But I think he's retired. Canelo still has more to prove. Skill wise, I think Canelo is better. But just like.
It has nothing to do with Canelo. Just say why you think Marquez was the best one. Right? Because that was your answer.
Yeah. My answer was more based on like being the 4th division champ, and then the love and respect that he garnered through the fans. I don't think he's as divisive as Canelo, but obviously he doesn't have the same fan love like that Chavez Sr. had. But he's close to there. I don't think he divided as much. So that's my take right now.
So that's a PG answer.
I would
Jesse,
say,
what do you think?
I would say Marcus at the moment, but the only one that can probably do better than all of them is Cruz. You know,
you think so?
I think so because he's still at a lighter
He's 31
weight.
years old.
Yeah,
but he's still at a lighter weight, and he can maybe step up one more possibly versus the Canelo odds. You know, 175 passing 200 or so. That's gonna be a challenge to get a 5 division.
Yeah.
So can Leo Santa Cruz be better than the other ones?
We're
not talking about divisions. We're talking about
like
being the best boxer.
Oh, the best boxer? Well, if you're talking about the best boxer, it would be between Marcus and Canelo for me.
All right.
Gio?
Yo, I'm taking Morales over Marquez. Honestly.
Morales, really?
Why? You know, I kind of wrote down some stuff from their careers. Look, Marquez was 56-7-1. 40 knockouts. He lost his very first fight.
Okay.
By disqualification.
I did not know that.
He lost his first ever title challenge for a real title, not those other NA, whatever, BF. For a real title, he lost to Freddie Norwood, who was 35-0 at the time. No shame in that. That's cool. Then after that, he had the draw against Pacquiao in May of 2004. The draw, which he really lost because there was a scoring error, right?
Yeah.
The one that nobody likes to talk about, that first round. Later that year in September, he beat Orlando Salido, which is a pretty good win, right, on paper.
You have a win over City. That's...
Loma couldn't get it.
Yeah.
But Salido was 23-8 at the time.
Okay.
He was coming out fighting on Telefutura and stuff, you know. Then he beat Marco Antonio Barrera, which that's impressive.
That's big. Yeah.
Right? That's a big win. And he had some notable wins, some notable losses. I'm going to just go in order here. He beat Rocky Juarez. He lost to Pacquiao after that. He beat Joel Casamayor. Beat Juan Diaz. Lost to Mayweather. Beat Juan Diaz again. Lost to Pacquiao again. Then he beat Pacquiao after that. Then he lost to Tim Bradley after that. And then his last fight, which we were there at the forum, he beat Mike Alvarado. Right? So very, I would say, inconsistent career. Do people love him? Of course. But I think he was just very, very inconsistent.
And how many losses did Erik have? Was that about 9 or something?
Yeah, 9.
Oh.
Which most of them came like way after.
Wars.
No, most of he lost to Danny twice at the end.
Right. Okay.
He lost to Danny at the end. He lost to Maidana. See, Morales actually started his career 41-0. 41-0. Pretty consistent, right?
That's consistent. I mean, when you're young.
That's pretty good, yeah.
I mean, you're expected to win when you're like in your prime.
I mean, Juan Manuel Marquez didn't,
but he had that longevity where, like, at the end of his career, he was racking up more wins.
Oh yeah, he lost to Tim Bradley.
That's
he lost
Tim
to
Bradley.
Pacquiao 3 times.
Bradley was in his prime, and Pacquiao, they were pretty close fights.
At least he knocked out
Still
Pacquiao.
lost.
Yeah.
Still lost.
Versus Morales.
If you think of like the biggest,
He didn't go 41-0.
yeah. I mean, but you can go 41-0 if you're put with the right type of fighters.
I mean, Erik Morales beat Barrero along the way.
That's a big one. I gave him that.
He went almost 10 years undefeated.
I guess you could give and take to both of these fighters, though. You know, if
Yeah.
you look at it in that perspective, yes. You know?
Yeah. I mean, in during the Pacquiao,
Yeah.
with the Mexicans, Erik was the one that kind of
He beat Pacquiao in his prime.
Yeah. Then he
Marquez couldn't do that.
Then he got blew out twice after that.
Yeah. Rematches are not good for him because he lost twice to Barrera,
Yeah.
lost twice to Pacquiao.
Mm-hmm.
He lost to Maidana at the end of his career. He beat Pablo Cesar Cano
Mm-hmm.
at the end of his career, and then he lost to Danny twice.
Mm-hmm.
But he beat a prime Pacquiao. He beat a prime Barrera. I think
Yeah.
that's better than any of Juan Manuel Marquez wins.
I agree. I just think longevity-wise, I think Marquez did better towards the end, and that kind of gives you a little bit more.
He did better toward the end.
I think so.
A loss to Pacquiao, a loss to Tim Bradley.
But a win over Pacquiao too, the biggest
And-
win of his career
in his
over
fourth try.
Pacquiao. And I'll
Just
still
think
say-
about it.
No.
Put
Go.
it
Yeah,
into perspective.
4 tries, yeah.
Put it into perspective. If Canelo kept fighting Triple G,
Mm-hmm.
kept losing until the fourth try, he finally beat him. What
But
would
that's-
people be saying?
But let's say Triple
You
G
piece
knocks
of
him.
shit,
Let's
you
say Triple G
suck.
knocks
Man,
Canelo out
finally.
in the last fight. That would be like the exclamation. People will remember that one more than the
if
others.
he loses 3 times.
Especially the Kakistan people.
But yeah, I think Morales is a lot more consistent throughout his career. I think it's close though between them, but I don't even think it's close when you consider Canelo in the mix. I think he's already ahead of him. Especially mentioned it last week. He did it at a younger age.
Yeah.
Even Santa Cruz. Santa Cruz I think is 31, and Canelo's what 29,
Yeah.
something like that.
Yeah. I did say Marquez, but for now, because his career.
Marquez is very, very overrated.
Yeah.
Sorry to say it. I know a lot of people love him, but
Yeah.
I don't know why.
When you're
I'm
low,
trying to figure it out.
most of the time, like you have that little overrate, little asterisk next to your name.
Yeah, he was one of those
So-
fighters. It didn't matter if he lost. People still.
For the fight against Bradley, I knew he was gonna lose, and I think he was a betting
Why? If
favorite.
he's so good, he's the best Mexican.
I just knew at that
four
time-
division in history.
Yeah, but
right?
I just knew at that time Bradley was fresher, younger. I was
Oh,
like,
get
he's
the
gonna
fuck outta
outbox him.
here.
I do regret
I
still
was
not
actually,
putting money on
I was
Bradley.
actually going for Bradley that night.
Yeah?
Man.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I kind of got the sense he was gonna lose that one.
Yeah. I will say I still have my doubts with the Marquez Pacquiao fourth fight, just because of those. Marquez.
Here we go.
I'm just saying. I'm gonna put it out there.
You're about to go with
Conspiracy
steroids?
theorists. Everybody's on him, Chris.
I'm just saying they were a little too obvious that night, and he did have somebody, a conditioning coach who's been under, that night. I'm just saying that was a little suspect for
Hey
me, but
man, Mexican people are gonna grill you right now.
that's fine.
You took the
That's
heat off
fine.
of me, and you
That's
took
fine.
it.
That's crazy, man.
Yeah, and then Leo's 37, 1-1, 19 KOs, 31 years old still. Like you said, he might win another one. What is he at now?
130.
130.
Because Gervonta Davis vacant his title.
One-
How
135.
do you guys feel about that? Him becoming a 4 division champion? Was it a vacant belt?
Michael, you already know I'm a fun guy.
Shout out to Against the Ropes. You know what mine is? Let's box, bitches. It's almost fight night.
Shout out to Against the Ropes. Thank you for the support. Keep doing your thing. You're doing a great job. So thank you and best wishes.
Against the Ropes. Huge shout out to Against the Ropes.